Well guys, here we are. We made it to 1,000. Thank you all so much for getting here. It's all thanks to you guys. So with that being said, the 1,000 subscriber announcement for this KLX here is coming next video. But thank you all so much. Let's go ahead and get into the video because we finally got the Barker system in. Alright guys, so first thing we got to do is open this up. Got my gloves on today. Stay safe everyone. But first thing I want to check out is the end cap. I'm going to pull that off and I'll explain that in a sec. Alright everybody, so here we have it. Looks like we got a clamp here. This right here is going to be the head pipe. This is why I wanted to take the end cap off. This is spark arrestor, quiet core. Not going to be needing that where we're going for now. Alright, so as you can see here, I got the nice billet tip on there, and compared to the FMF, and I've heard this online, you can see here that the pipe grows in diameter as it gets into the can. So that is the muffler part right there. Okay, and now here is the head pipe, and definitely considerably larger than the stock header. As you can see right here, here's the stock one, here is the Barker system, and I am not sure why they put the O2 bung right here. I don't even think I have a bolt to plug that off, but I guess we'll see. So we had a small issue here. We had to get an engine oil drain plug here, and it's an M18 to plug this off. Like I said, I'm not sure why they put the O2 bung up here, and even if I was using the O2 bung, it's still too big for the stock O2 sensor. So you guys know what comes next. So we no longer need the stock clamp on the stock exhaust header because the Barker system here has a spring that's going to connect the mid pipe and the header. Alright, so the exhaust comes with this protective insert, as I call it. So remove this. Now we can go ahead and slide it on to the header. It would appear such that for this system we got to take out the stock bolt here because they gave us a new bolt, and we're going to use their exhaust hanger setup. Okay, so for their hanger setup, it is easier to put assembly on first before putting the muffler on. Alright, it's on. Let's see how it sounds. Alright, now that the exhaust is on, let's go ahead, go for a quick ride, and I'll give you my impressions real quick. Alright guys, we are gonna go on my favorite route here to test the sound of the bike. So far I can definitely tell that it's a bit deeper than the FMF, and that's probably due to a few things. One, this exhaust is known for having a high header, or a step-up header as some people have called it, So instead of the header dropping down, the header stays up, which is also a contributing factor to why it might make more torque and power compared to some of the other exhausts. And then the other thing is just that the can is shorter than the FMF, so yet another factor to the sound being a little different. Like I pointed out when we were installing the exhaust, the diameter of the exhaust grows as it reaches the muffler, and I don't have an FMF here to compare it with, but seems like it grows about half an inch greater at least. But yeah, of course, you guys can hear how it sounds. Oh yeah, it's definitely loud. Keep in mind, this is without the provided baffle / quiet core spark arrestor. One thing that I have noticed is that it seems when I go over some bumps, the tire actually rubs on the exhaust a bit. Let's get a quick sound clip here where there's some nice harmonics. Wow, I have not gotten on the KLX like that in a while. As you can see, it is pretty ear-piercingly loud. Hopefully you guys can tell that on camera here. And those downshifts sound sweet. So as I was saying about the tire, it rubs on the exhaust a little bit when I go over bumps. I have not touched the suspension yet, and I think I'm obviously going to here. I'm gonna click the front suspension, and then in the rear I gotta add some preload, because myself weighing 225 pounds, it is rubbing on the exhaust when I go over some bumps. But that should be a pretty easy fix. Back there when I got on it, power-wise, yeah, it definitely seems to get up and go pretty good. Seat of the pants feeling, I mean, it feels a little faster. Mainly, the thing I noticed is that the power might not drop off as much up top compared to the FMF. But down low, it feels pretty similar, maybe a little bit more. Obviously, we're going to have to get on the dyno. The exhaust is already changing colors here to gold, which is a good thing, I guess. Gold usually means that you're not running too hot. If it turns blue, I believe that means you are running too hot. So now, I think the tune is pretty close here, but talking about how the bike runs some more, the bike doesn't seem to die like it did pulling in the clutch with the stock exhaust, and I got it pretty good with the FMF, so in terms of that, it seems to be doing well. The bike isn't wanting to die out even after revving the bike up in neutral or with the clutch pulled in. In terms of the misfire, I got that pretty close to gone with the FMF. With this, I still have a little bit of work to do. I am erroring on the side of too much fuel. Because this exhaust should be flowing a little better. Oh, I see security lights. Better upshift a few gears, quiet it down a little bit. Alright, security's definitely going to hear us when we go into this parking garage, so I'm going to have to make this quick. Alright, here we go. Oh, wow. Jeez, that is way loud. I definitely think it's a good idea to probably wear some earplugs when I'm riding now. That thing roared through that parking garage. Wow. Feels so good to have some more BARKS back in the vlog. Alright, I need to chill out here. Just slow down, enjoy the ride. One thing's for sure, people will definitely hear you coming. Whoa, an RX-7. FD as well. I can see the comments now. If I had a nickel for every time he said ear-piercingly, I'd be rich. Take a shot every time he says ear-piercingly. This person up here, all the way up here, turned back to see what that was. Whoa! Big backfire! I hope my route here has given you a good idea of what the new exhaust system sounds. I know I'm excited to have some BARKS back on the videos, and I'm sure you guys are too. So, quick summary before we end off the video. The sound at idle, deeper, a little bit more thunderous, as I like to describe it. It definitely is louder. I think it's probably about 10 decibels louder compared to the Q4. The Q4 was about 94. The Barker without the quiet core is 103. Performance, it seems to pull harder up top a little bit. And that's pretty much it for the summary of the exhaust. I definitely like the billet tip better than the turn down tip, but that's personal preference. So that is going to do it for today's video, everybody. Thank you all so much for the support on the channel. I remember starting the YouTube channel and I had big aspirations, and getting to 1,000 is a big accomplishment. I didn't think that I would get there as fast as I did. About 9 months when I really started putting an effort into the channel. But again, that all boils down to every single one of you guys, so thank you all so much. Stay tuned for the 1,000 subscriber KLX announcement next video. You aren't going to want to miss it. It's going to be some exciting stuff. Let's just say that. I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Also, share it to your friends and those who may enjoy it. And of course, hit that subscribe button. We're just going to go up from here. Things are going to get more and more exciting. We got lots of content coming. We got to make a dedicated sound video with this exhaust, since KLX is now a ripper. But you guys know the drill. With all that being said, join the club, and I'll see you in the next one.